Hello, everyone. I just had some special announcements today. Starting with episode 146 last December, I switched to a video format after experimenting and learning how to produce a video podcast last fall. I get this change may have caught some of you off guard. Not all players support a video format. The player that I use, Podcast Addict, it's audio only, but I've still been getting my episodes of Ranching Reboot there. They haven't stopped. I get that maybe they've stopped for some of you. I don't know what's available on iTunes or an Apple device because I don't have one. And yeah, I get that makes me kind of a rare bird among podcasters. Based on what I'm seeing in the downloads, I just wanted to put a quick note out there to y'all over audio only. Well, there's a video version of this too, just to make sure you can get that. I just wanted to put out a quick note so y'all didn't think I stopped last year at the end of the year without an explanation. All right. So that being said, if you're having problems finding the podcast or getting episodes since the end of last year, I know for a fact Spotify supports both audio and video versions. And the audio and video are both available on YouTube. Currently, the audio goes live at release time, but the videos are running about a week behind. I'm trying to get caught up with the entire back catalog of already released podcasts and get the video current on release day. Thinking of probably doing the video podcast premiere on YouTube at 9 a.m. on release day versus 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever I normally release at, because might get a few more eyeballs. Anyway, that everyone should be up to speed now, and everybody should be able to find the podcast again, and hopefully being on YouTube plus producing a video version will help us grow a little more in 2024. All right. Moving on, some plans for this year for both the podcast and the ranch I want to share with y'all. Going forward with the podcast, expect more videos. And yes, that includes the road trip I've been talking about, which we're still planning, and we'll get to that later. Expect more in-person podcast where I'm visiting my guests and seeing their operations firsthand and doing an interview. Expect me to be at more conferences and expos. I'm going to try to start securing space on the trade show floors and having a place for y'all to come sit with me, have a cup of coffee, and maybe even turn on a recorder and get some thoughts. Another thought that I have kind of along those lines is doing a podcast with a guest live in front of an audience, and maybe even taking some questions from the audience toward the end. So let me know what you think about that. We've got some merch being designed and some swag already on the way. I'm terrible about doing announcements, so keep checking redhillsrancher.com for soft launches of all the products that we've got coming in the works over the next few weeks and months. And if you want to get some sweet swag and you can't wait for me to get the store up and running, just find me while I'm out and about. I've gotten in the habit of carrying swag with me wherever I go because you never know when I'm going to run into somebody. Yeah, it's happened at Casey's. It's happened at Tractor Supply. Kind of catches me off guard. But anyway, yeah, come say hi. Tell me what you like. Tell me what I could be doing better, and I'll hook you up with at least some stickers. You might get real lucky, and I might have some Land Trust swag with me that day. Stickers, hats, koozies, things like that. I've got some wild ass soap samples that I carry around. Got a few hats, not too many, but I've got stickers. Got more hats coming, so if you want a hat, chill. We got those on the works. Ranch plans at this point. Basically, if you've been following the story, the cows are more or less committed to new homes. I've got to keep them around for another 5 weeks, and then they'll be on their way to their new homes. And when they finally get there, I will spill the beans of where they went and why it makes me really happy. Projects on the ranch, I've been talking about doing some water development. That is not quite going to happen, or that's going to be massively downscaled, and that budget's going to be reallocated into tree clearing projects because there's some cost share money available and some private sector money available to help with defray costs for the producer for some tree clearing projects. So I'm going to take advantage of that. At this point, I'm not sure what form that'll take as I go to mass record. There's a lot of options depending on the programs and the funding. There's hand cutting crews I could get. There's multi-machinery, heavy equipment crews like my buddy Greg Meyer runs up in Nebraska. Maybe I'll end up leasing some machinery and doing most of it myself. I'm not real sure right now. There's a lot of irons in the fire, and I'm still trying to figure some things out first. But there's one big thing I got to get off my plate before that, and that's the big burn. Still working on getting all the landowners involved. And as I go mash record, those are the next things on my to-do list, is to call the last couple of holdouts that I haven't been able to communicate with and see if we can't get them on board. If we can get everybody on board, looking like it could be around 18,000 acres if we can pull it off. And that'll go sometime probably end of March, beginning of April. So yeah, water upgrades probably still coming, but be massively scaled down. Going to do some tree stuff. Hopefully get some other cool things going on the ranch this year that I can share with you guys. Thanks for all your feedback on the last couple episodes. Those of you that have written in, I read everything that gets submitted through my website, redhillsrancher.com. My email account gives them a special flag so I don't miss them. So if you want to get a hold of me, that's the best way, is redhillsrancher.com. Use the contact form. And that's it. That's all I got. See you next time.